Now we look at the second example for rational inequalities. Solve the equalities for x plus 4 over x minus 2 greater or equals to 2. So in this example, this is included. So this is important. This example is very important. So here first you have to remember, never multiply the denominator to the right hand side. So don't multiply never multiply this denominator to the right hand side. This is wrong. So what we have to do is we move 2 to the left hand side. So it will become x plus 4 over x minus 2 minus 2 is greater or equals to 0. So next, like previous example, we try to equate the denominator. So from here, I will multiply by x minus 2. Numerator we will multiply by x minus 2. We try to simplify. So we try to combine to become one fraction. So next, here is x plus 4 over x minus 2. For the denominator, we will have x minus 2. Whereas for the numerator will become 2 times x minus 2, which is greater or equals to 0. So next, I try to expand. So x plus 4 over x minus 2 minus here will become 2x minus 4 over x minus 2 greater or equals to 0. So when we start to combine, here is the denominator, which is x minus 2. Here is x plus 4. So minus 2x. Be careful with the negative. Minus 2x. Negative will become positive. Plus, here is 4. Greater or equals to 0. Next, we try to simplify. X minus 2x, negative x. 4 plus 4 plus 8 over x minus 2 greater or equals to 0. So, critical value. Let the numerator and denominator equals to 0, where here is negative x plus 8 is equals to 0, negative x is equals to negative 8, x is equals to positive 8, or x minus 2 is equals to 0, x is equals to 2. So for the critical line, we have the value of 2 and 8. Therefore, we need 3 intervals. So next, we will construct the table. So remember, we have the value of 2 and 8. So the first interval will become negative infinity until 2. Second interval 2 until 8. And the third interval is 8 until positive infinity. So next, we look at this table. Next is the table. So first column will be our interval. Second column, test value. Third column, sign of. So let's refer to the rational inequalities, which is negative x plus 8 over x minus 2 must be greater or equals to 0. X minus 2. Negative x plus 8 over x minus 2 must be greater or equals to 0. Must be greater or equals to 0. So the first interval, if you still remember, suppose is from negative. So the first interval is from negative infinity until 2. The first interval, negative infinity until 2. Second interval, 2 until 8. The third interval is 8 until infinity. So supposedly, here is included. Why? Because this sign is included. But be careful for rational. So next, what I'm going to explain to you is, let's look at this example. Let's say, for example, if, let's say, for example, 8, if for fraction, our denominator is 0, for example. So this one, if you are using your calculator, this is math error. So here is undefined. Or in your calculator will be math error, 8 divided by 0. Any value, let's say negative 10, divided by 0 will be undefined. Or math error. In other words, our denominator cannot be 0. Our denominator cannot be 0. Once or if our denominator is 0, we will get the math error or undefined. Our function or our inequality will become undefined. Let's say, what does this symbol mean? This symbol means that is included 2. So if, let's say, if x is equals to 2 is included. So let's say if x is equals to 2 is included, I try to substitute in these inequalities, rational inequalities, it will become minus, here is 2 plus 8 over 2 minus 2. Numerator will become 6, the denominator will 0. So the function will become, or the inequalities will become undefined. So therefore, in this question, or in these inequalities, 2 cannot be included. Why? Once 2 is included, the inequality will become undefined. Therefore, from this included sign, I have to change to not included, only for the denominator. The second interval, let's say 2 until, the second interval will come from 2 until 8. So the second interval is from, again, from 2 cannot be included until 8. 8 can be included only for the denominator. Denominator cannot be 0, only for denominator. And then finally, here is 8 until infinity. So be careful when the question is included. For the denominator, the value cannot be included because it will become undefined. In this question is 2. If 2 is included, the inequalities will become undefined. So I have to change to a round bracket. Next, they are the same, the test value. So we just choose the test value. Let's say 2 to negative infinity, I can choose 0. 2 to 8, I can choose 5. 8 to infinity, let's say I choose 10. Substitute into x. So 0 plus 8 is positive. 0 minus 2 is negative. Positive, negative, negative. 5. Negative 5 plus 8, positive 3. 5 minus 2, positive. So here is positive. Finally, 10. Negative 10 plus 8, negative. 10 minus 2, positive. So here is negative. So next, what is the sign that we're going to choose? Since this is greater than 0. Again, here is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means is positive. So we will choose the positive sign. So the answer, interval form or notation will be 2 until 8, where 2 is not included, real number line, now we have the two values, which is 2 and 8, where 2 is not included and 8 is included. So the value is in between. So this is the answer for example